So my quiet constitution mudiana unim say in the 1992 constitution a woman says president bia ebetina akonya so a within 4 years no obe serve as the term in office was here san so eto ne so aba na ne Ghana for decide whether say a person on to aso and as ye person ye ma ho kwan e ma nipa foforo enso e me take over na ye busan ye be kaya. In the time, Professor the late Atameos Efrimu now I best serve in the second year mu and or the Efrimu and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on that time no vice president now bet so or twice so Ghana for a make decision as also etomano Emma or Tana so kakra 4 years. And fan is in 4 years more and no na MPP ebe take over. Now no wasan so ababiem ama ya to abama ne so wasan so metena this time around no ye nim say wababe wadi kan be chane 4 years da enti 4 years we so a ye hwe ni mu se nipa foforo ana NDC party no obaba be take over na fe ye timi ato aso afi honom na eno ana ebi mu ekeka se empanyifo mu ni membra eni mra ni nimfo ekeka se senia niema esi kona na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama asan so affix say see the way niema esi and that time no that was then now is now enti no see no we o twa the 4 years ni we obepe say or san so ebeto aso etwa another 4 years e dia ka ho ama eno na to aso aye 8 years na eno ana mo makwadri ye e wo mrem e ka say Senior MPP for Edwin says Excellency John Dramani Mahama sa and why na den so obeye no eni kwan say yes sir if you say Ghana ha say no ye de emra na ye adwuma ana emra ensusu ne yatim enti senior emra no SCA fititete 1992 aye share emra to onum say every 4 years bia wo say yes government no e wo say sa na ye di so enti ma MPP for no ti one more nya adwin bi ehio mutrim say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama sound so ebe pese o san betena so in the next 4 years biem na same mom sa de no kra e wo se ensi a omo de omo nji ntuma fi se meremu no eni kwan se esisa na sa adwen na MPP for adwen no sebi nyansa kitikiti se ikrampo no ebi ennim ebusa yenkotie ne nsem na odi tudwa no
a party to power.
Yeah, but at least the court can interpret the law to sue that John can seek another term.
If the court interprets it for an individual, I don't want to make it John Mahama. This is an individual.
But he's the president now.
At the moment, yes. Based on the Constitution, I'm talking about particularly Article 61.
Right. No, I think 66. 66, 1 and 2.
61, 1 and 2.
Right.
And then, which states clearly that a president shall have a term of 4 years, and cannot go for 2 terms. Its interpretation, it's there, it stands alone.
Yeah, because in fact, Chairman, I just put the Constitution says that a person shall not be elected to hold office as president of Ghana for more than 2 terms.
Very good. It's clear.
It's very clear. Exactly.
Individuals said that very clear, but. For more than 2 terms, you could go further. Could say when it says so for more than 2 terms could be that consecutively.
Right.
But maybe the word had not come. The law is in the bosom of the judges. If it goes to for example, the Supreme Court, which has the exclusive judicial of
interpret the law
of the Constitution, not just the law, but the law, every other.
The Supreme Court
the law, but in this case,
the Constitution.
Right. If that body decides that what they mean by 2 terms, more than 2 terms, means consecutively. In this case, he has gone
and come back
and come back
after so many years, after 8 years.
After 8 years, is coming back. As to whether that is consecutive or it's 2 terms, you can look at it from that way. It's subject to a lot of interpretation depending on how you are looking at it. If the law court decides so, me, Freddie Blade, I don't have any problem with that.
You don't have a problem?
I don't have any
If the rule that John Mahama can go for another term.
Their own wisdom, they look at it and interpret it this way. Me, I'm saying that
really?
It's not the law court that vote for a president. The individuals who constitute a panel, who may look at a case, who will sit on the case, they have only one vote each.
That's true.
It's the people of this country who will vote. If they decide on that, and if the John Mahama in this case seeks another term, and his party decides to fail him, I don't have any problem with that.
I mean, this sort of could be a recipe for disaster.
It could be a recipe in Africa
for mutiny.
Please. In Africa, a lot of individual heads of states have exploited the situation where there is no limitation as to whether you could be in power for 2 years or for 2 terms or not, and maybe decide to stay for whatever years, some 40 years, 30 years, and so forth and so on. I'm saying if there's democracy, if the ground is leveled, if it is fair, and people in this country decide to vote for somebody for 2 terms, 3 terms, or 4 terms, I don't have any problem with that.
No, Chama, do I hear you say that? I mean, the capping or the limitation should essentially be even taken off. Do I hear you say that?
Indeed, at the end of the day, I don't mind if it can be taken off. Really? That's my position.
To allow for an individual to go as many times as he wants to contest.
If he wants to, and the party that he belongs to decides to fail him. As the people in this country, people of Ghana, talking like Ghanaians, go to election and say, this is the man we want.
I mean, this would be dangerous for democracy, because we've been practicing for over 30 years. Yeah, I mean, but we've been doing it since 92.
In many cases.
We've been doing 8 years for every president. I mean, this could be a risk for disaster.
Listen to me.
A chaotic situation,
Please,
Chairman.
what we are used to for this since 92 had been the American example, the Nigerian example. And what else? I can't fathom. But in a place like UK, Germany, Italy, and many other African countries, there are no limits as to what term you could stay if you want to. But it depends on the people of this country.
So would you propose, I mean, in clear, simple terms, that we should decap the limitation?
Left to me, I will have it. If they decap it, I don't have any strong opinion on that. If they decap it, so be it.
This is an interesting proposition.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
Behind the veil is what the concern that, I mean, there is a whole agenda, a scheme designed clearly to give John Mahama a 3rd term. Are you worried about this?
Patriotic Party no Freddie Blay. Ono na otimi edisa eye intremue edesum yese. Senior MPP4 Edrin saying the next 4 years, which is 2028 election, no, yenim say this amanyoko no say ni pa ye ni ehwe say. That time no be gina say flag bearer ade ama NDC amanyoko Professor Jane Nana Opoku Ajimai. Now no, the MPP think that due to say president His Excellency John Dramani by within a 6 months near ma why any dollar edi baby levy near the or share boss or by any idea what me abeklening in every one no. Ghana for is to say due to the fact that wabe when you know or Musa Superman na kwenye BM saying the next 4 years no and kaonua enkoswa and twaso Emma MPP4 and so drink say sadine ashana esi mama pay etimi I can say musa sa and semi ana sa drink ta MPP4 she says siano your man shini yana Mahama sa twaso no eyenkwasya sem sebi if we say 1992 constitution ni mukrampo no yentro baby a say article 1 clause 1 say e was say president ebetna so na or dikan S7 the first 4 years ewie na in the next 4 years na yeto aba na aban foforo ebeteki over na osan so eba power bi ma e was so one san so enya akonya so on extend the enko ne 3rd time eni mramu say was say enko ne sa enti sene ye dwen no masa in the next 4 years Professor Jane Opoku-Agyeman ono ana NDC for no ebeyi ne say on kwase duro na say in any way kwete say MPP for the years si ano empanyimfo ahodo bi atwetwetwa muti say election no omo be call for prime minister na me ato mo so aba for NPP flag bearership race no NDC for no bibia nheda MP musa anti any who knows say be duro no nkofo bi enso be twetwa muti so person mo stand na afa ye hu ba bia niema e de ebe kwakosi enti ano wa be clear that perception is share Ghana for especially MPP for a team say Mahama or Sanso ebe kwa the third time.